what I try to get across to the audience is that the digital revolution has failed so far in its promises to be more equal, to enrich our culture, to create more jobs, to distribute power more fairly. So that's the message of my first 3 books. My current book, How to Fix the Future, focuses on solutions, fixes. How are we going to address these issues and actually realize the potential of the digital revolution to create more jobs, to distribute wealth more fairly, and to enrich our culture. We need a fundamental shift in how we think of ourselves in comparison to smart machines. In the age of the algorithm, we need a new definition of what it means to be human, and we need to focus on our sense of agency. The issue of agency is the central one in my book. Being human in the age of the algorithm is a different thing from being human in the age of the machine, in the age of the industrial machine. I mean, we're still blood and guts people. We can still look at each other and drink cups of tea and read books and watch sports and have love affairs, but in terms of our work lives, in terms of our meaning and value, we need to be supplementing the algorithm. We can't fight against it. I think what you get out of an event like this, you come to these big events and you leave at the end of the day or at the end of 2 days. You usually will have had 1 or a maximum of 2 really good meetings. You'll carry a lot of business cards away from you, but there may be 1 meeting that's real, where you'll have a sale or a relationship or an opportunity that will manifest itself. And I think the same is true of speeches. You go to a lot of speeches, a lot of people shouting, a lot of people with what they at least consider to be important messages. And when you leave an event like this, there'll be 1 thing you remember. I hope it's my speech, and that people will go away and think, ah, that guy was interesting, maybe I'll read his book, maybe I'll think about this stuff more seriously. There's a lot of stuff at events like this. You can't remember everything. Not everything is going to be impactful. But if you come away with 1 speech that you remember, 1 important conversation with someone else, 1 potentially valuable business relationship, then it's been worth the investment of a day or 2 in coming. Well, some people predicted always that events like this will go virtual, that there's this convergence of the digital and the real world. I actually think the reverse is true. I think people need the physical. You see people, they're talking, they're looking each other in the eye. You can't do that on the internet. You can't do that on Skype. You can't do that on virtual meeting spaces. So I think people will rely more and more on the physical events. The physical is the thing that is valuable in the digital age. It's ironic that the digital commodifies the copy. But it means that physical events, physical meetings, in the music business, for example, it's concerts. With writers, it's speeches. The physical is the thing of value for entrepreneurs, I think, and for individuals to think about. So live events aren't going away. I think they have even more valuable in the digital age, even if they are focused on digital technology.